Hey, YouTubers, welcome back for the breakdown and the finale of the Turner Diaries. So, chapter 28 goes out with a bang. Earl Turner finishes his life, and his obligation to the organization. He basically suicide bombs by airplane the Pentagon. It seems like we've heard of something like that before, where someone flies an airplane into the Pentagon. Anyway, so Turner flies an airplane into the Pentagon, low altitude, little crop duster with a little nuclear bomb in the front seat with him. Takes out the Pentagon, basically crippling the system's military forces, because there's a lack of leadership then, and so the system basically starts to crumble apart. The military that was holding what was left of the system together crumbles apart, and then then the book goes on to the epilogue, and it basically gives a little bit of history of what happens after Turner's death, and goes into how Detroit was taken over and how the other races were eliminated, and basically how much of the world is destroyed. Everything east of the Ural Mountains in Russia, basically to take out the Chinese, because the Chinese had decided to use the military advantage that they had of numbers to take advantage of the fact that Russia was weakened. So basically the organization, with every little bit of nuclear, chemical, biological, and everything else, basically destroys, half of China or Asia and Russia. So that whole area is just decimated, and it makes you wonder, with things that are going on. You always hear about depopulating and things like that. How far are these madmen willing to go to decrease the population of the world? This in this book, it's from the view of a white supremacist, but in reality, it's very similar to things that go on in our own time. You keep hearing about, depopulation, and we're overpopulated, and we need to do this and we need to do that to control the population explosions, and that, like, there's not enough room for everybody, and then we've got viruses breaking out, and, special sauce being given to people. And it just makes you wonder, how far is someone willing to go? It could be that maybe they're not willing to destroy the land, because the land is the resource that is, the most wanted, I believe. But the humans on the land have gotten to be a pain in the ass, I think. So it makes you wonder if this is a soft kill to get rid of the population, to bring the population down to a more manageable number for the elites. Things that make you go, So, so this has been a wild ride. Probably, not my favorite book at all to read, but an interesting book. And, it's interesting how there have been many things in the book that have happened, or similar things have happened, like with racial division and different terrorist attacks, from federal buildings to UN buildings to the Pentagon. All these things run parallel to stuff that's happened at least in my lifetime. So it just makes you wonder, and it makes you think about, different things that are happening, and makes you think. Is there going to be a violent uprising? I don't know. I have a hard time seeing it. I don't think people are strong enough or are hard enough in this day and age, or at least not enough of them are. Of course there are a few, but I think all of them are getting gray in their beards and their hairs, and they're getting older. And the younger generations are just not. They have no idea what they're missing out on, or what they've missed. They don't know the rights that they've lost. They don't know the freedoms that they've lost, the liberty that they don't have, because they've never seen it. The people that have experienced the liberty and the freedom are all dying off, or are too old to really do anything about it. I think if the powers that be were smarter, they would wait another generation or two, and I don't think they would have a problem doing anything that they wanted. So that's my thoughts. Hopefully it was good for y'all. If y'all have any ideas for books in the future, let me know. I'll check you YouTubers out later.